Hello everyone, good morning to you all. Let us do with the next lesson in social studies. We have already done with the plains, northern plains. Now today's lesson is about the extreme western part of India, that is one more uh, physical division of our country, that is desert area, which is known as the Great Indian Desert. Okay, so we are going to do with our social studies lesson. We are going to complete it. Hmm? India, the Great Indian Desert. See, this desert, Indian desert is the physical division of our country. So far, we have learnt about three physical divisions. One is the northern mountains, the northern plains. The third is the peninsular plateau. This is the fourth one we are going to do now. What is it? It is the Great Indian Desert. So, this Great Indian Desert lies towards the west of our country. Here, this is our Rajasthan part. Half the Rajasthan, this side comes under plateau, this side comes under desert. Okay, here are the hills called Aravalli Hills. They are the oldest mountains in the world, they say. Okay, this part is desert area and this is under plateau region. So, what is desert first of all? A desert means a dry land. Deserts means a dry land where nothing grows. No plants, no trees, no forests, no big rivers will be there. There won't be any rainfall. Understand? This is called hot desert. In India, we have such hot desert in Rajasthan, which is known as the Great Indian Desert. Even we call it the Thar Desert. Thar Desert. We even call it the Thar Desert. Okay. We even call it the Thar Desert. So, this Thar Desert and the Great Indian Desert is one and the same. And we are going to know about this area of land in our country or this physical division of our country in detail. What all the things we are going to learn about this Great Indian Desert is about its location. We are going to learn about its location, where it is located. It is located in the western part of India. And mostly it is some part of, very small part of Gujarat comes under this desert area, and remaining half, the more than half the part is Rajasthan. Western part of Rajasthan comes under this desert area. So let us know about the stretch of it. So it extends from Rann of Kutch in Kutch in the southwest up to the borders of Haryana. Rann of Kutch. This is the area in Gujarat. Rann of Kutch. Or even the spelling will go like this also. Actually, Rann of Kutch. This is in the southwest of our country. southwest of our country till Haryana in the north. To Haryana in the north. Okay. So Rann of Kutch to Haryana in the north. This is like this, it goes up. Here southwest. Gujarat means it comes under southwest here. From here Rann of Kutch somewhere here will get. From here till up it goes like this. So Rann of Kutch to Haryana and in the northwest. Then from Aravalli Hills in the east up to borders of Pakistan. Aravalli Hills in the east till Pakistan in the west. This is south and north, southwest and northwest location. What? The Great Indian Desert is located. It's a stretch extended from Rann of Kutch in the southwest to Haryana state in the northwest. And if we talk about east and west, here Aravalli Hills are going means this is called east. From Aravalli Hills in the east till Pakistan border in the west. Understand? North and south and north extent is from Rann of Kutch in the southwest to Haryana state in the northwest. Okay, if it comes from east to west means in the east from Aravalli Hills to Pakistan border. This is the extent of the Great Indian Desert. Okay. Then coming to what are the places here, important areas covered are Barmar, Jaisalmer, Jodhpur, Bikaner, Suratgarh and Ganganagar. Jaisalmer, Suratgarh, Jodhpur, understand, Barmar and Ganganagar are the cities or areas which come under this Great Indian Desert. Which are the places? Jodhpur, Jaisalmer, Suratgarh, Ganganagar and what else? Barmar and Bikaner. These are the places in Rajasthan. They are all under what to say? Desert area. Desert is a sandy land where loose sand stretches all over the land and it is very deep inside and we cannot walk easily over there and sand gets heated very very quickly, so we can't, the area is always very very hot also. Understand? So this area is not so what to say suitable for our life. Even then, in India, we proudly we can say Rajasthan is having historical importance. Maharana Pratap from Rajasthan, Prithviraj Singh from Rajasthan, Bikaner, Jodhpur, Jaisalmer, Suratgarh, understand, Ganganagar, understand, Barmar. These all are historical places. Though they are located in the desert area where no water, no rain, only sandy land, even then such big kingdoms came out or emerged in this area, we can say. So coming to the climate of this area. Next, coming to climate of this area means climate is always hot and dry. Hot and dry climate we will have all the time. Nights are cool, days are hot and nights are cool. Nights are very cool. How? Why? reason is there for it. Climate is hot and dry climate here. Days are very hot, nights are very cool. The reason for it is whole land is covered by sand, loose sand. And here the sand has, and there are no trees, no rivers to make a climate cool. If trees are there, the wind blows, cool breeze blows. If rivers are there, the air blows over the river, means we get cool air. Such things are not there here. So what happens? Sun's rays directly fall on the sand and sand gets heated very fast. That's why as long as the sun's light is there, the land is very hot. And you all know sun's rays you get at sun's heat you get at daytime. So at night, as the sun disappears, coolness will be there everywhere. The sand has the quality of cooling up quickly. It gets heated very quickly, it gets cooled very quickly. That's how the land becomes cool during the night. And here, sandstorms are common. The sandstorms are common, and these sandstorms blow with a great speed. And what happens, during stormy day, in our such cities also, all dust, papers, everything blows along with the storm. Same way, here what happens? The sand blows away along with the storm. That's what happens. Suppose from this air, the sand starts blowing along with the air, along with the speed air during the storm. And when the speed of the storm comes down, becomes slow, the sand will be deposited in another place. This process will take many times. Then what happens? The sand during sandy storm, sand blows. When the air becomes slow, it will be deposited in one place. Like this it happens many places. Then it becomes a big heap, like hill, temporary hill. We call such sand hills as sand dunes. These sand hills are called sand dunes. What are these sand dunes? In deserts, sandstorms are common. Whenever the sandstorms blow, they lift the sand from one place and deposit it in another place when the speed of the wind reduces, gets down. This process continues for many times. That is how sand from one place will be deposited in another place many a times, causing some heap of sand like a hill, which is known as sand dune. Okay, then the next, as there is no, here as hot and dry climate is there, rainfall is very scanty. Scanty means very less rainfall is there. Because of very less rainfall, no big, in the beginning also I told, no big forests grow, no any big trees grow, or even farmers also cannot grow any such crops, big crops. So wherever water availability is there, some kind of shrubs and thorny bushes will grow. Babul, kikar are the trees, thorny trees, which can withstand the heat of the desert climate, only will grow here. Cactus, it doesn't have any leaves, modified stem it has. The stem itself is its leaves. It has deep roots inside the sand. So, and its stem is a fleshy, which contains water in it. That's how it withstands a hot climate. And then how can people live? In Rajasthan there is only one river, its name is Luni river, only one river is there. Whereas in northern plains or peninsular plateau, we have so many rivers. But here only one river. That too, if any time rain falls continuously, this fills up and for few days this river will flow. Otherwise, dry up. So this is not, we cannot depend on this river either for drinking water or for growing crops. So what happens, only source, water resource in this desert is called oasis. Water source in the desert is called oasis. What is this oasis? This is the only water source in the resource. It is the source of water. Water source in the desert. Okay, this is the water source in the desert. So, what it means? What it means? It is the water. As we have wells, taps, rivers, springs in other places. Here in desert we don't find such things. Lakes and all. Only oasis is the source of water here. What is this oasis? Here what happens, water from under the ground comes up to the surface of the land and forms a lake, pond like area. Understand, this water will not continue for longer time. So what do people do? They build their houses around this oasis. And as water is there, they grow some crops like millets, jowar, small wheat, such crops. No sugar in the crops which need lot of water, they can't grow such crops. Only millets and wheat they grow there. And date palm trees can be seen. Date palm ante karjura pandu trees you can see around the oasis. Understand? And in India, the government with the help of FAO, one organization, Food and Agricultural Organization, it is UNO's organization. With its help, it helps for the development of agriculture. They took the water of Sutlej and built a very big canal in Rajasthan. It is called Indira Gandhi Canal. It is called Indira Gandhi Canal. This Indira Gandhi Canal is built by using the water of Sutlej River of Punjab. We have come across Sutlej River in Northern Plains lesson, Punjab. Okay, using the water of Sutlej River, in Rajasthan, they have built a very big canal. It is the longest canal in Asia. This canal helps the farmers to use its water for cultivating the land, for growing crops. With the help of it, the government has built a largest wheat farm in India. Largest wheat farm. Largest wheat farm they have built. Understand where? In Suratgarh. I have in the beginning only I told Suratgarh. Suratgarh is the place where they built. Suratgarh is the place where they built the largest wheat farm. And this largest wheat farm has produced a surplus amount of wheat, which is not only enough for the people of Rajasthan, other people of India also can use that. They sell that wheat to them. So how this is possible? Building such a largest wheat farm by using Indira Gandhi Canal water. How is this Indira Gandhi Canal built? It is built using the water of Sutlej River. And this Indira Gandhi Canal is the longest canal, man-made canal in Asia. Understand? And so that using the water people can grow. I already told you, wheat, jawar, and other millets like bajra and all here. Understand? People in the desert have to lead very hard life. They learned to cope with the harsh climate, very hard climate of desert area. Okay, people here, most a kind of what to say, tribal people also you find in this area. As we have tribal people in other area, here also you find tribal people called Banjaras. These Banjaras are the nomadic people. They cannot stay in one place. What do? They go from one place to another in search of water for them and for their animals. Their main work is or occupation is rearing animals. They breed animals like what to say, goats. Understand? They rear goats, sheep, camel, and cattle. So when water is not sufficient in any oasis, they will leave that place and along with their animals, their all people, they will go in search of another oasis. Understand? They live in groups. Understand? So they don't build any permanent houses. They live in tents made of the skin of camel. Camel is very useful animal for the people of the desert. It is called the ship of the desert. Camel is called the ship of the desert. Camel is called the ship of the desert. Understand? Why? Because ship is used for transportation. So also in desert, camel moves very easily. It has very long legs and padded feet. So it even its legs sink in sand also, it can lift the legs easily and move forward. Padded feet help it to cope with the heat of that sand, and it can stay without water for many days. And whenever it gets food, it eats and stores that food in its hump. Like this you have no, what to say, like this camel legs అనుకోండి ఇక్కడ ఈ పార్ట్ ఏముంటుంది కదా ఇలా ఎత్తుగా, దిస్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ హంప్. ఇన్ దిస్ ఇట్ స్టోర్స్ ఇట్స్ ఫుడ్ అండ్ ఇట్స్ యూజెస్ ఇట్ వెన్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ నీడ్స్, whenever food is not possible available. So it can stay without food and water for many days. So people in desert use the camel for transportation, carrying goods from one place to another, and even for plowing the land. And it is even used, its leather is used, skin is used as leather to make the tents and other clothes like jackets and shoes, etc. And it is used to draw water from the wells wherever possible. Understand? And most of the houses in Rajasthan have flat roof and small windows and very broad, chala thick godalu untayi. Why? Because the heat should not pass into their houses. That's why they have small windows also. People here wear ghagra choli. Ladies wear ghagra choli and chunni, and men wear turban, dhoti and kurta. Ladies like to wear colorful clothes here, and they are very fond of dancing, singing, etc. Understand? People here celebrate Gangor, Teej, Holi, Dasra, Diwali and Eid festivals. Here in Rajasthan, people celebrate Gangor, Teej, Holi, Diwali and Dasra and Eid also. Jaipur is the capital of Rajasthan. Other important cities are, as I told, Ajmer, Kota, Udaipur, Jodhpur, Jaisalmer and Bikaner are other important cities. Jaipur is the capital of Rajasthan. It is known as Pink City because of it has lot of pink buildings there, and some people here are engaged in crafts work. They are very expert in crafts work, decorative items they prepare. Understand? Thus, though here the place has harsh climate, you can find lot of temples, tourist spots, historical places, etc. in Rajasthan. And you know, only one in Rajasthan being such a what to say hot area, also it has one hill station called Mount Abu. Mount Abu is the hill station in Rajasthan. Understand? Jain temple is also there here. Dilwara temple. Understand? So this is all about Rajasthan, children. So next I am going to give you tomorrow new terms in this lesson. So here we stop. I hope you understood. Please read the lesson and try to understand the lesson. Thank you.